There we go. Good morning, everybody. It is Brenda and Dr. Dave back with What If Positive Possibilities. How you doing today, Dr. Dave?
Awesome. Thank you. Happy to be here.
Me too. It's going to be a great
Fun.
day. So let's just take a nice deep breath in through our nose and out. Settling into our chair, getting comfy. And let's see what the universe has to say today. Oh, what if today I decided to be a friend to someone? Have you ever joined a group and felt a bit uncomfortable being the new person? It can be difficult unless you're an outgoing person. Put yourself out there and make new friends. Think about the friends you currently have. At one time, they were strangers. Sometimes it is even difficult to introduce yourself to a new person. What will they think? How will they react? Will they like me? Many of these questions are fears our ego is thinking because we don't want to be ridiculed or dismissed. They are just fears. Put yourself in the new person's place. How nice would it be for someone to make a point of coming over and introducing themselves to you? How would you feel? I'm sure relief that someone made the initiative to come to talk to you and is now bringing you around to introduce you to others. You will also feel included. We all want to belong and be part of a community. How will you present yourself to others today who are feeling uncertain in new surroundings? Will you reach out and be a friend? This could be a beginning of a close relationship or friendship that lasts the rest of your life. You'll never know unless you move past your fears and step forward. Well, that's a nice reminder because at one point you and I were strangers.
Right.
And that has all changed now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And
Wow.
I know myself being in a room, I rather not be the center of attention. I like to sort of stay on the sidelines and just do my thing and stay by myself. But it does feel nice when someone comes over and talks to me. And, so that's something that I know to have that awareness of, that even myself, I feel uncomfortable in different surroundings and making new friends. So it isn't something that I'm like an orange personality where I'm like, woohoo, let's get everybody involved. It's like, no, just stay over here. So, it does take a lot of courage to be able to go up to somebody you don't know because you don't know them. So this is more of an awareness today to ask yourself, what do you do in situations like that? And maybe is there something that you can do differently because you either live from a place of love or you live from a place of fear. You can't live in both. So what are those fears that you think about when you go out into new surroundings? And are they real? And when they're not, but just something to be aware of as you continue to transform your life, that we are all connected. We are already connected on a level of understanding. It's our physical and the mental brain that's like, oh, I don't know that person. Well, on some level you do. It's just you haven't met in person yet. So this is a really good tool to use to step outside that comfort zone or to stretch your comfort zone when you go out into new surroundings, to go, okay, all right, I feel uncomfortable, but I see somebody that feels probably more uncomfortable than I do. So I'm going to go talk to them because you're both in the same boat, So, and you would like to do somebody to do that for you. So you're going to step forward and do it first and then see how you feel afterwards. And what that does for your confidence and for your self-esteem, and do it again. And pretty soon you'll feel comfortable going up to people and speaking with them, and there won't be those fears anymore. But transformation comes when you step outside that comfort zone, or you stretch it to do those uncomfortable things that are scary and fearful. But there really is no fear, because you're not in any danger. You're not going to be harmed, anything like that. It's just you're meeting somebody new, you're going to say hi. And there's nothing scary about that other than in your brain. Dr. Dave?
Yeah, that's if more folks would allow themselves to have that pleasure of what that feels like when you're recognized, meaning that somebody just recognizes you there, that you're a person, not that they know you, but just recognizing that you're standing there, or that you're kind of trying to figure out what's happening. You're coming into a room or a store, whatever it happens to be, and we're on the planet together. So how about let's figure it out, and not initially have that whole. If we think about, in the most basic of terms, is you get what you put out to the universe. So for me, it's really easy for me to talk to anybody. It's super easy. Um, and I'm usually that person that will just begin a conversation, um, especially if I notice that somebody's uncomfortable or having a struggle. Um, that's just me. It's not the norm for a lot of folks. For most folks, I think, that they just keep to themselves and let people deal with what they're dealing with. And to them, that is respecting the space that the other person's in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe either one is right or wrong. However, my first always question to myself is what can I do to help affect a change in the situation, for the person, whatever that is. It's what I'm always asking is, how can I be a positive effect in the environment that I'm in? Sometimes that's remain silent. I usually override that, but I hear it.
Do I listen?
But
No.
not usually. um, it is, to me, it's almost like a game that I love to see how much, um, interaction and that I can have being out and around, and how infectious it is, um, when you're just having fun. And I don't play small when it comes to laughing or anything, out at dinner, and not obnoxious like I'm, drunk or something, but I don't necessarily put a damper on that. And I can't tell you, so one of my best friends, Denisha, we get it all the time if we're out anywhere. It could be standing in a line of Meijer or get, wherever, or if we're at lunch, something, and we're always having fun. And just at the simplest things. So we're usually always laughing, and it continues almost the whole entire time. So I don't know how often, I really honestly could not count how many times people have mentioned that they just were laughing because you guys were having so much fun. And it didn't seem like it was about anything particular, but you guys just were having fun. And we see them at least start smiling, if not giggling. And it just starts this because they look at you. There's most times that's kind of how that'll go, is they'll look at you like, you all right? And then it just continues, like throughout the conversation or throughout the time that we have. And it's, by the end, they're usually laughing. And they're just like, thanks for making our day. Uh, I am so excited when I hear that, because it happens a lot. Like, you guys made my day, or especially I like being in the elevator. We've been in a lot of different hospital situations because we get to, work in a lot of those environments. So we're usually laughing about something. And And people in there, they just like, I can't help it. And they come out with a smile on their face. Like those people, they probably should have taken their medicine. I'm still good with that. They were smiling, they were laughing. Awesome. Um, by doing that is then at that point you're treating other folks in the environment around you that they are friends, that they're not out to, you know, go after you. You know those vibes. So let's just be really clear of people, get over yourself. You totally know if you need to run. Okay? Knock it off. Well, you don't know what they're up to. You know what?
Probably the same thing as you are.
I'm like, I get so frustrated with people like that. That is just a freaking excuse. Smile, damn it.
Ooh, I was going off the screen there.
Pulling my tricks.
Just fixing
What?
my wheels and off I went.
You did. They
Yeah.
work.
Zippity, zippity.
To the left, to the right.
It is a giggly day today, it
It
seems.
is.
And
It
that is
is.
good because laughter is the best medicine
Mhm,
and it raises your vibration and it feels good. You know, who doesn't like
mhm,
to laugh? And
mhm.
especially listening to like a child's belly laugh, like that's the
Oh,
best, you
love.
know, and you just laugh
Yeah.
with them because it's
Yes.
just a wonderful, wonderful sound. But
Mhm.
take that time to laugh because that's what friends are for,
Yes,
to
exactly.
make you laugh, you know, the
Mhm,
situations you get in and all the different things that all the experiences you have. That's the best when you have some good friends. And when you meet new people, who knows if they're going to become a really close friend that you can laugh with and have fun with and, just be silly with because
mhm.
that's important instead of being serious all the time.
Right. Yeah. You know, the other part of this was really important also to mention. One of the first things that, as you read it, about being a friend to someone today, and this is like okay, that's not even a word, but I'm going to use it. A journal, a journalable
Mm.
topic, not a gerbil, not a rodent.
Nope. How about
It's
a
one of
journal
those things you
prompt?
want to write. Yes. See, that's boring. It was so much fun to see
It
the,
was actually, yes.
the, the
I
stroke
like
face
that.
trying to make, yeah, that doesn't work. So
Hmm.
it's good entertainment.
Journalable.
Not Chernobyl.
No, not Chernobyl. Unless you want to journal about that,
Uh,
it's
uh,
quite all right, but
yeah, yeah.
you know,
There's, I have a list of folks that need to go. Chernobyl. Um, so the journal that I was talking about that you might want to use about this is, when was the last time that you counted yourself as a friend to you? When
ooh,
do you ever consider yourself a friend to yourself? What would you do, or how would you act, or how would you answer? How would you see your friend that's you? That honestly is uh, um that's a really good perspective to be able to take an inward journey at, because I'm pretty sure most of us have very different standards for our friends than we do ourselves.
mm,
So what if we just shift that a little bit and begin seeing ourselves as a friend? Because, you're with you the most, so might as well make a friend.
absolutely. That is a great point to make. Being a friend to yourself, because sometimes we can be our own worst enemies and the harshest judge when we're talking to ourselves, and those comments that are going on in the background from the ego. And it's interesting you bring up journal because I have been working my little heart out this past weekend and I have just uploaded a what if journal to Amazon. So it should be live either today or tomorrow. Um, but yeah, go check out that if you want to.
Awesome.
And this goes along with the what if book. So it is the beautiful color green that's on the back of the book, which is that color, but
Beautiful.
it's just a plain cover that says what if positive possibilities journal. And just so that if anybody's following along, the page number that the what if was today is 148,
Hey,
in case you
fun.
wanted to do that. And then
Love that.
definitely journal the what if I decide to be a friend to myself. I gotta write that one down. That'll be going in the next one.
It's just there's so often I mean that's a widely accepted uh statement that people make about um we're our worst enemy, our own worst enemy. People have used it and they recognize it that they do it all the time and everything, but shift that and change it because I do have to say this is something that I actually have taken for granted um, a great deal my whole life of being an only child. I had to be my own friend because
Mm,
there's nobody else. I didn't have an option. So realizing that that really changes a lot for yourself. That if you can be content with and happy, actually, not just content, but happy being with yourself,
mm,
being and doing, and it's a huge game shifter for so many people. And I absolutely have to own that I took that for granted. I didn't realize that's not what most folks do. And I'm watching and thinking of all of the different people that I interact with, the folks that have mastered that part of being super okay and happy with themselves, by themselves. It's usually a lot easier for them to interact with folks and it not to, strangers, and they can talk to people without it taking them off their center because they're used to being their own friend. So when they're in that, that's that self-esteem aspect of I'm good with being with me.
mm,
And it's a bonus when other folks get to enjoy that too. And so that's kind of I'm inviting them into a space that I already like, meaning just in the periphery of where I'm at and what I'm experiencing, which also is inviting that other friend to come and experience that too. And or accepting the invitation from them and stepping into their space of why they like and how they like themselves and enjoy their time with themselves. When's the last time anybody ever had that kind of a conversation?
yeah.
And I do. I have to keep owning that I just take that for granted. And that's why I can talk to anybody. I'm very comfortable with doing that, which led me right into, being in the medical field. You have to be able to be able to put people at ease, especially in emergency medicine, where you don't have the option of I don't know if I want to talk to that person. Nope, that's not how that works. Not
Mm,
only do I have to have a conversation, I have to, it's my job and my duty to put them at ease as best I can for the situation. So to me, everybody is a friend. There's folks that I don't prefer to keep that friendship going, but there's some place that I can recognize that I can have a conversation with them. And so what what a wonderful world that would be if we began that way instead of everybody's an enemy until they prove otherwise.
mm,
I think that is a game changer, for the planet. And
absolutely.
I prefer that world. And so I smile uh, as you're driving, because it cracks me up, and actually it makes me laugh more. When I smile at people, like if you're just driving, you happen to look over and you're looking at each other, I make sure I smile. And but then they're like, it's your problem. Apparently I don't have one because I'm smiling. It's usually my thought process, so I'm laughing now. Like, oh, that sucks to be you. Don't know what's happening today, but bless you anyway. Yeah, I did take my meds, I promise. Oh, actually, I didn't. Now that I'm thinking about it. Um, I having a friend that really is what I think it's supposed to be about. I know that to be my truth. Is being able to have that the levity of any situation, being able to just bring joy in the silliness into almost everything because good Lord, our entire world needs so much of that right now. I mean, why does it need to be so serious when you're in the gas station, or all, having, why does everything have to be that super intense and you can't just crack a smile or hearing a kid chat with mom or dad about something that was super funny of like, that was awesome, dude. Yeah, I love doing that. And, in for strangers, and they usually are accepting of that. It's not like, go away. I'm not going anywhere, meaning like it's just I'm recognizing because I can hear it, so can everyone else. I'm just actually saying or responding outwardly where I just know most everybody was just thinking that, but so that's why I always have fun wherever I'm
Yep,
going. So it's important, I believe, to be able to bring that, and that does begin with making you as that friend first, so that you get to enjoy everyone else as friends.
absolutely. And it creates ripples, and you never know where those ripples are going and who those will affect. And some of those people that those ripples are going to affect, that could drastically affect their lives in a good way.
Hmm.
Um, but just a simple smile goes a long way as well.
Hmm.
Because we're all beings of light. Shine our lights. That's what we're here to do. We're not here to hide under a bushel. It's
Hmm.
shine your light and see if you can have others shine their light. And then just imagine all these little lights all over the world that we're lighting up the world where there's been so much darkness and negativity, and see if you put that energy out of I'm going to shine my light bright, and that energy is going to light up others, and just see that going everywhere in the world. Can you imagine what the world would be like?
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely.
I love that vision.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to do a meditation on that one.
Uh-huh. That's what I was thinking.
Got my
I
notebook
love it.
here.
Fantastic. Love it.
So yeah, we got lots of good things. Our goal setting workshop went well, and we're in the second week for
Hmm.
the this Wednesday will be the second week for our Roadmap to Success program, which is going really well, which is an extension of the goal setting workshop. So once we finish this 6 week, we're gonna be having another one. And then the meditation class that we're starting this evening, just to create those rituals for you to transform your life. This is all about transformational tools. And,
Hmm.
some people like some things, some people like others. That's why there's so many different things to try. So,
Hmm.
um, with the tools that we have here, the Nature's Divas, as well as the What If, there's lots of talk about goal setting, meditation, just being. So we thought, well, we'll help out with that. And we'll have some classes and workshops to help you understand what that looks like if you're just starting in the holistic metaphysical realm, because sometimes it's like, what are they talking about,
Hmm.
so it just makes it easy and it's fun. We do laugh a lot. We always have an adventure. It's never boring, never ever. So
Nope.
uh-uh.
So fun.
Never ever. Even when we first met, it was an adventure. It was
Yes,
definitely an adventure. So
for sure.
we'd love for you to come out and join us on the meditation class. It's free, so bring a friend, bring lots of friends, and then that way you can connect with them afterwards and start your own rituals and
Yeah.
help transform your life. So, got any last words there, Dr. Dave?
Um, y- yes. This is something it's a phrase that my mom used to tell me all the time, and she lived this, and she still does. Be the reason someone else smiles today.
I like that.
And that is the first thing at beginning to make more friends. If that is just one thing that we do today, be just one reason that somebody else smiles today. Pretty easy job that can transform lives. So,
Absolutely. Oh, thanks for that.
so Miss Brenda, you make me smile every day. Thank you.
You, you do the same to me, Dr. Dave. Thank you very much. All
All
right.
right, that's it.
So I guess we are done. Another what if. And yeah, we would love to hear what resonated with you today. And if you're going to go out and stretch that comfort zone and smile at somebody or introduce yourself to somebody and go past that fear and live from a place of love and shine your light so that other lights start shining within the world. And let's see what we can do to light up this world to create peace and love and happiness and a lot
Mhm.
of laughter.
You're right.
Have a
Yep.
wonderful week, everybody.
Okay. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.